And just like that, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I was gone for a minute. You know what I mean? I know y'all probably, was missing me out there. Like, where the fuck is Word of Mouth TV? Where's Golden Boy J at? Woo, woo, woo. And I know y'all haters out there like, nigga, ain't nobody missing you. You know what I'm saying? Shut your ass up. But anyway, to those that were missing me, I am back. And the reason I was missing for a couple days or a week or however long that I was missing, right? Unfortunately, there was an incident that took place in my city of Seaside, with one of the young homies losing his life due to the motherfucking bitch ass police and shit. I'm not gonna get into too many details about that situation because it's a Seaside situation. It's a private situation. I don't want to put the homie business out there. But what I will say is rest in peace to the homie. You did not deserve that. The whole community is down here feeling the aftermath of you being gone, what the police did to you. And yeah, it kind of had threw me off my square for a minute. It still got my vibe a little messed up and shit, and I feel some type of way about it. But I want to send my love and condolences to his mother and his family, and hopefully God got the homie up there. I love you, homie. But anyway, with that being said, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? If y'all follow this page and y'all get down with me, y'all already know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, because I might have new subscribers here and they might not know what to do. So I'm about to instruct them what to do. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Follow me at Word of Mouth TV on Instagram. Y'all don't be listening because I ain't getting much followers I should be getting. So y'all start hitting the follow button. Y'all acting like I'm asking y'all for some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification, engage with the page. And you can follow me at pardon me, it's garbage day on my street and shit. So if you hear some loud noise, that's the garbage truck back there. Every time I start making a video, I get these little distractions or whatever. It's like the devil's trying to prevent me from being great, but I'm gonna keep pushing through and we're gonna work through the video. All right, so like I said, follow me at YouTube on at Word of Mouth TV, right? And I'm your host, Golden Boy J. I'm sending love and blessings out there to everybody in the world too. You know what I'm saying? We can start there and let the record reflect that. I show love. I don't just ask for love. I show it back. Hold on. So yeah, I want to get at y'all today about this little situation with T.I., man, with if y'all probably, pay attention to social media and y'all be scrolling on your phone like the majority of the world be doing, because at this point, who's not scrolling on their phone constantly, or whenever they have time, they're gonna pick that phone up and get to scrolling on these social media sites, whatever. But anyway, T.I. was he had a show out last night out there in Miami and shit, and while he had the mic, he had a little cup of drink in his hand, so I know it's about to be some drunk shit going on. So T.I. jumps up on the mic and shit, like how T.I. does with that, big ass vocabulary and big speech, big words he be throwing around. Although he does use it, those words properly, I do appreciate a nigga with some good vocabulary, because most of these airheads these days, they know about 4 or 5 words, and dead homies on the set, that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get past that. And you niggas that do speak like that, you niggas need to pick up a book, go to a library, get some hooked on phonics, learn, do something. You know what I mean? Expand your vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the black community. But anyway, this nigga T.I., he picks up the mic and he start going off, you know what I'm saying, like how you do, basically pertaining to how everybody got an opinion about Atlanta right now, right? Basically saying, fuck whoever got something to say about Atlanta, he letting niggas know that they can come see him if they got a problem about what's going on in Atlanta and what the Atlanta guys is doing, right? And you know what I'm saying, and, from one perspective, I can actually appreciate that, you know what I mean? Because he doing what he supposed to do, that's his city. He feel like, he one of the elders men in charge. You feel me? He an OG in the game and shit. So, he gonna step out there and he overseeing, what's going on in Atlanta and the artists that's in Atlanta. And he letting it be known that, shit, we still here, we ain't going nowhere. And if there's any smoke, get at T.I. And like I said, I respect that for him standing up for the city. But Mr. T.I., sir, if they did want to smoke with you, nobody wants no smoke with you, because the last people that want to smoke with you, you ended up on a motherfucking stand in a courtroom on the prosecution side, pointing your ET finger like this. I don't really know how to point fingers, but because I ain't never did no finger pointing in my motherfucking street career. If we gonna call it a street career, the streets are stupid. But he was in a courtroom like this, you know what I'm saying, pounding out witnesses. I'm not trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying, because somebody lost their life in that situation. So God bless that brother that was a victim. I don't even think it was a shooting, a drive-by situation, or some shooting going on in traffic. And, one of T.I.'s guys lost his life. And that led to T.I. being subpoenaed and cooperating with the motherfucking DA and the prosecution. And the actual shooter and his brother was actually booked, charged, and convicted for both of those, for that shooting that transpired with T.I.'s guy losing his life. And actually the brother, one of the brothers cooperated on the other brother after he found out T.I. was gonna be snitching and getting on the stand. So one of the brothers decided to take it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna save myself. And he snitched on his older brother, and it was just a messy situation. You know what I mean? So like I said, somebody lost their life. Then you got a brother snitching on another brother, and then you got T.I. on the stand. So you know what I mean? So T.I., for you to get up there and say if anybody wants to smoke with you, anybody in their right mind and knows your history of what you've been doing and in this hip hop world since you've been, since you've been out, you know what I'm saying, putting records and putting albums out and shit, motherfuckers know what's going on with you. And then I don't want to bring up the situation where you got caught with all them motherfucking guns and shit, all them army guns, all them motherfucking Rambo guns and shit, all them 007 guns and shit, all them GTA 7.6 guns that ain't even hit the streets yet. This nigga got caught with them shits like 10, 15 years ago and shit. And somehow, some way, man, he was able to plead and wiggle his way out of that situation. And a lot of us was left scratching our head like, damn, nigga, because I personally know fools that got caught with guns and they didn't get no year. They got years with an S at the end. Some state, some federal. And people gonna say T.I. had money, he had this. There's a lot of people in the feds that got money, that they money didn't work for him when the heat came down. You know, everybody knows the feds don't want your money, you know what I'm saying? But somehow, some way, T.I. was able to plead and come up to make a deal with the feds to where he just had to do a Crime Stopper commercial or some shit and some community service, and he pretty much got to go on about his business. So like I said, you know, T.I., you the wrong guy to be saying if anybody wants smoke, they give you the smoke, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like the right message, wrong messenger. Really, it's the wrong message and wrong messenger, because you shouldn't even be promoting anybody wanting no smoke, because nigga, you know when the heat come down, we already know how you get down, so stop it. And he basically is like letting you know, because Atlanta got a lot going on right now. You got Young Thug with the pillow talking over the jail phones, all his diaries being released, you know, about him running his mouth. And then you got Sir 21 Savage saying fuck the streets, right? You know, because the heat is on right now, so he's trying to say fuck the streets, but all he rap about is streets and killing and drilling and all that type of shit. And he ain't from this country. I'm not shitting on 21 because I personally like a couple of his songs, but right is right, right is wrong. So once again, he's giving like kind of like the right message, but he's the wrong messenger, because how the fuck you gonna get the right message and as soon as you get off making the video, you go back in the booth and rap about drilling and killing? So it's that, you know, it's crazy. And then you got Future and his brother getting cracked with all the fentanyl bricks, and he getting out of jail. So it's just like a lot of stuff that's going on in the ATL right now, and just it ain't looking right. Then you got Lil Baby and all the shenanigans he got going on out here, wearing suspect clothes, fucking on the homie girls, you know, and getting out of all type of big cases, whatever. So Atlanta just got a lot of stuff going on right now, you know what I mean? People looking at Atlanta like, man, although y'all did have a long ass run musically, you know what I'm saying, y'all been holding this shit down. I can't lie, Atlanta been having it on lock for like, I might want to say 15 years, 15 summers straight. It's been ATL, you know what I'm saying? They got the most rappers coming out that motherfucker that's charting, big hits, big songs, and just, you know, making the most splash musically as far as mainstream status, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they like trying to come together and bond together, like, because they like, I'm figuring, to me, they like, we got to keep this Atlanta shit going, you know what I'm saying? We got to put all the bullshit that we got going on in-house to the side, because we want to keep this torch going. We want to keep Atlanta running shit, you know what I'm saying? We want to keep Atlanta at the forefront. And this is why T.I.'s coming out, you know what I'm saying, and say what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want the spark to stay in Atlanta. They want all the motion to stay in Atlanta. They want motherfuckers to have to come to Atlanta. They want motherfuckers to have to fuck with Atlanta artists to get that charting song, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I'm spitting all on my phone, but it's my phone, so what are you gonna do about it? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, pretty much, you know, my little 2 cents on what T.I. gave that little, his little speech last night at the club, but and I'm like, nigga, don't nobody want to go to the club and hear you motherfucker up here preaching. Rap your songs and shut the fuck up, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of good songs. Just do your rapping, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do your yapping, do that on your personal time, on your Instagram and shit, and then put it on your story or post it on your page. But when motherfuckers come to a concert, they want to see a concert, Mr. Tip. So, yeah, I'm back, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be pumping out content all this week. I'm going to do a video later on the Offset situation. I see he getting clowned right now because You know, he done lost his bride. Now the bride they went to Stefan, and Stefan is going to the Super Bowl. So motherfuckers is all offset, like clowning them and making them look stupid and saying a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna get my perspective on that or whatever, because they basically making it seem like she dropped a zero and got rid of Hero. And you know what I'm saying? You know, and being a man, all men know that women is a beautiful thing, but it's a gift and a curse at the same time. That's every man's weakness is a female. So I know Offset probably going through it somewhere lightweight, you know what I'm saying? He did threaten to shoot the nigga's knees out, but I ain't gonna go into all that. I ain't trying to get nobody convicted or get nobody charged on here. So be looking for me later to drop some content. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your feedback. If you feel like you agree with everything that I said that came out of my mouth today, let me know. If you disagree, let me know that too. It's all love, you feel me? Just fuck with the page. I'm gone. Bless y'all.